thought today we would just sit down together and talk about how we can bring nature inside. So often, I don't know about you, but I think of my nature curriculum as outdoor time and what I'm doing outside to connect children to the natural world outside. That sometimes I fail to remember that nature happens inside too, that there's ways to bring the natural world inside. Especially if you are a teacher that doesn't have any time to go outside in your day, you can still bring nature in. And I want to talk to you about that today and give you 5 simple ways you can do that. The 5th one is honestly my favorite, so if you want to stick to the end, make sure that you watch the 5th one because your mind is going to be blown and you're going to be like, yes, I want to keep doing this, and that is so easy. So if you are new here, my name is Jenny and I am a nature play, nature preschool teacher and consultant. If you have any ideas for me and any videos that you want to create, leave your thoughts in your comments below because your girl looks at those and I love making sure that I am creating content that you want to see and the things that you're wondering about. So make sure you do it. Also, if you're new here, yo, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button so you can hang out with me all the time. So the first one that I want to give you is super easy peasy lemon squeezy. Honestly, you probably already do this and you have no idea that you're doing this already. And that is having an indoor plant that children can care for. Yes, that is so easy, right? We don't really think about it because we're nature needs to be bigger. Nature curriculum needs to be bigger inside. No, just get yourself a plant. Children can water the plant. Children can take care of the plant. I've even had children come up to me and tell me, Jen, this plant needs more light. Can we put it by the window? And I'm like, of course. Thank you for letting me know. So plants are super easy. Just go to the store, get one, start bringing it in. The kids can plant it and pot it for you, and then they can start taking care of it. And this builds empathy, this builds care, this builds independence and confidence. So those are all amazing things that we want children to learn, right? If you want to go one step closer, this is 1B. So this is another thing you can do. Get a class pet. It's so fun to have another living thing that children can care for. Some of the things I've had for class pets are fish, which children can feed and watch them swim around. It's so relaxing when you're eating snack to just look at the fish while you're talking to the children and the children are talking to you. I've also had crickets in my classroom, frogs, turtles. Another nature preschool that I visited, they had a bunny, which was so cool. So these are something small that you can do and something that makes such a difference in your classroom is bringing in a class pet or class plant. The second area is your library. And again, this is so easy to do. Just switch out those library books and start reflecting what's happening in the natural world. So what I do is I just literally stand outside my front door. I live in a studio apartment, so I don't really have to go that far. And I'm looking to see what's happening in the natural world. What are some things that I see? How is it feeling? It's springtime right now when you're watching this maybe, and we love to be able to bring springtime books in. So flowers are blooming, trees are starting to bud out, animals are having babies. So these are all types of books that I will want to have in my library area. And what I can do is I go to my librarian, I call her up and I'm like, yo, me librarian, can you, I don't know what that was, but yo, librarian, can you give me some books about spring? And then the librarian goes to work, gets all those books that they want to show you. They have a huge pile for you, and then you can go to the library, look at all those books, and see which ones you want to take out to put in your library area. Honestly, so easy. And something that can make such a difference for the children because then they can go to your library area, start looking at what's happening in the natural world, and start making that connection when they go home to their families and starting to see, oh my gosh, this was in my book that my teacher read to me, and I'm so excited that now I get to see it in real life. This might also inspire you to focus your curriculum on that topic. So it's just honestly, endless ways of going through this. I'm doing this with my fingers because my brain is lighting up with ideas. All right, so you got your library. This library also starts to make you think about your curriculum and how you can bridge the gap from outdoor time to inside time. And one of my favorite things to do, number 3, is discovery tables. And I wrote an ebook all about discovery tables for spring. So if you're looking for ideas, check out that ebook because, my dear, you're going to be so excited to see different ways that you can start doing this. The way I think about a discovery table is it is something that bridges the gap from outdoor to inside, and something that children can go to, manipulate, move items around, and makes their play hands-on, yes, to hands-on learning, and child-led. Again, so amazing. So these are great things to set up. I enjoy setting these things up because it makes me think a little bit more about my teaching and my curriculum and what my focus is for the week or the month, whatever it might be, however you plan. So if you're looking for ideas, check out the ebook. It also gives you ideas to extend learning so you can make sure that you're moving towards different ways that you can do that as well. So check that out. If you want to buy it, if you have questions, let me know. Always here to answer them, always. The next area of your classroom that you can interweave nature into is going to be your tabletop offerings or your art activities or whatever maybe those look like for your classroom, and making sure that you bring nature into it. So for me, I have some tables that I used to set up when I was indoor teaching. We had 2 of them, and I would set up an art activity and I would set up some sort of activity that the children can come to and just explore on. Always what I was thinking was what was happening in the natural world, again, that would inspire my tabletop activities. So if I put out Play-Doh on one of my tables, I would also add in natural materials. So I would go outside with the kids if I could, or by myself, and gather leaves, sticks, little flower buds, anything like that that might be interesting for them to put into their Play-Doh. And let me tell you, that inspires so much different types of play. The kids would make like little pies for themselves. They would put their flowers and make different designs. It really helped them to like just think about natural world in a different way. So I would always love to put Play-Doh out. Another thing that I just was thinking about for spring is even just putting out some winter buds or buds that are starting to sprout open, magnifying glasses, and then children can go out and just like look at that stuff and experiment and look closely at things. If you want to bring math in, you can add paper and rulers and different things like that. The kids can measure the buds. So it's, again, another way of thinking about your art activities or your tabletop activities in a nature-based way. If you want me to make a video like that in the future and just give you so many different art activities, like at least 20, well, I'm not going to like run with 20, but like at least 10, let me know and I will definitely make one of those videos in the future. If you hit a comment below and just say, yo girl, I want you to make that for me, I will make it for you. Or if you just want to say, make that, I will know that that's what you're talking about. All right, so you made it to number 5, and I told you this one's going to be a big one for you. This is going to be a big hit for your class and your kids. And that is bringing nature into your center areas. So let's start with your block area. And usually kids are building houses or building big like block structures, right? So now I want you to bring in some loose parts from the natural world. So get a basket, get a bag, and start collecting sticks, rocks, branches, pieces of bark, leaves, whatever is really interesting to you, bring that into your block area. You can put it in a basket and then label your basket loose parts or natural loose parts, so when it's time to clean up, the kids can put it in there. They know that that's the spot for them, and then they can use it to build with. I've seen kids use sticks to build like a little campsite for their little people that they were building for. I've seen children make like little forts with the pieces, and then they can get like some string and put it all together. So the opportunities are endless when you bring loose parts into the block area. You can also bring loose parts into your, like if you have a kitchen area, you can bring loose parts into that. This is going to help with their pincher grasp and also like the different senses that are going to be igniting. And the cool thing is when you're done with the natural loose parts, you can just dump them back outside. You could just be like, oh, these are getting gross. When dump them outside, I don't need them anymore. And that's it. That's what you can do. It's so easy, right? And you're like, okay, I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to start this journey with myself and my teaching team. Do you feel it? I feel it. I feel it for you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got so much out of it and you're going to bring nature into your space, whatever that looks like. If you have questions, always feel free to reach out. I'm always here and available to help you. And if you have any thoughts or want to help support me in finding different videos that you want me to make, leave those comments below. And you know your girl's going to look at them and she'll make some new videos for you guys just for you. And I'll dedicate it to you. I'll say to blah, blah, blah from Jen. Here's your video. All right, have a good rest of your day and I will talk to you soon. Bye.